week has arrived yet again.
Absolutely, and what a great night for the barrier draw. It's always a controversial situation with the barrier draw since the Opera House. We've made it a little bit less controversial this year. We were the first ones to bring the drone show 2 or 3 years ago, and we've come back to the drone show because it was so impressive, and this year will even be bigger than the first one.
Well, speaking of impressive, the fact that this race is going to be broadcast across the world, you must be thrilled.
Look, it's the biggest potential audience we've ever had. It's going to go to over 600 million subscribers on DAZN. It's also going to go on Fox 1 in the United States. So it could have more eyeballs of any race ever in Australia.
You must be thrilled. A sellout, an incredible field, and a turnout like this is just getting bigger and bigger.
Look, who would have thought 9 years ago that we'd sell Rainbow out 2 weeks before the event? We used to finish at the Epsom. Now we've got one of the great events in the world.
I love the Everest because, for the most part, they're Australian horses. I love the fact they've got a Hong Kong horse in the race this year, but they're horses, they're household names. It's a race that people that aren't in racing know these horses, and to me, that's wonderful. I'm so proud to breed top Australian horses, and I love a race that showcases the best Australian horses, and the Everest is exactly what it is.
And what about your horse? We know what he's capable of. You and the team, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, Overpass is a good, hard-knocking horse. Great to be part of it. He deserves his spot. Great to be in partnership with the Ram Racing boys. They've got their cowboy hats. They're coming tonight, actually. They're going to be on fire. But no, it's just great to be part of it, and we're excited for Saturday.
Well, welcome back to Australia, and haven't you caused a little bit of fuss?
Yes, well, it's just lucky to have the highest rated horse in the world, and they don't come to Australia very often, so hopefully he lives up to expectations and runs to his best form.
This race, the build-up has changed ever so slightly since you left and you were last here. What do you make of the build-up so far?
Oh, look, it was an emerging race when I was here last, and it's arrived now. It's a proper race, and it's the best of the Australian sprinters, which are the best in the world, so it won't be an easy task.
How is your horse? Of course, Kaying Rising. He's had all eyes on him ever since he landed here in Sydney, but how is he heading into Saturday?
Look, he's been getting a few mixed reports, but I think he's in great form. He's done everything right since he's been here. He's right down to his winning weight now, so we won't be calling for any excuses.
There's been a lot of chat about this international Kaying Rising, but what do you reckon? Is it a one-horse race?
I've always said it's not a one-horse race. It never is. I think it's great that he's here. We've been lucky enough to travel a horse to Hong Kong, and I know what the feeling's like, especially when it's their champion at the moment. So it's going to be nothing short of sensational, this race, and I'm really looking forward to it.
What about the fact it's a sellout crowd? It was sold out 2 weeks before the event. You know before those gates open, that crowd is going to be singing from the top of their lungs. How is that feeling? What does it feel like to you in the lead-up?
Oh, look, it's nerves. It's I suppose relief is the biggest thing, but there's nothing short. The crowd's there. It's a massive event, and it's just growing and growing and growing. And I tell you, Uncle Peter's done a marvellous job, and it continues to grow.
This horse of yours, Brouso, it holds a little bit of a spot in your heart, doesn't it?
He does. Every time that name is mentioned, it gives him a bit of a smile, a bit of a glint in my eye. He's just done us proud from the get-go, and to be here tonight in a race like this, and to think 12 months ago he come from a Newcastle hunter, and here we are, and he's just got so much more to give. So yeah, he does. He's a special horse, and he's a special horse for everybody.
It's such an amazing event to be a part of, and I think back to year one, and we're thinking, how do we get involved in this amazing event? And to think that we're here year 9 with this is going to be our 6th time in the race, which is quite amazing to think, and it's been a race that's been very good to us. It's the hottest ticket in town, and we've always got people coming to buy shares with us, and they want to get involved in horse racing and on the ownership side. And they often say, and it might be in jest, but they're keen to win the Everest. And, in years gone by, they obviously would have said the dream's the Melbourne Cup, and I'm sure it still is a lot of the time, but the Everest is now in that conversation.
And what is the feedback on Marzu from the stables? What does Joe reckon?
He's really pleased with him. He's got him in a good spot. He's a happy horse, healthy horse. He's loving his racing at the moment, and he'll put in a big show.